Welcome back, everybody. We reached our first big decision point of the game. We needed to decide whether to investigate Toad's apartment, see what was going on with whoever was ransacking that, or to head over to Prince Lawrence's apartment. It looked like he was in some distress, lying next to a bloody dagger. And after all the votes were tallied, it was a very close race, but it looks like we're going to go help Toad and his kid and see what's going on at their place. So let's head over there now.
Toad sounds like he needs help right now. We can check in on Prince Lawrence after.
Okay. I'm not looking forward to breaking the news to him anyway.
Yeah, no kidding. I actually like this decision a lot. It's the one that I made the first time I played through. Toad... I don't know. Seems like he's having hard times. And he's got a kid around.
And we ended up going out the window, and I landed on Toad's car.
You guys made a real mess.
Yeah. Looks worse than the day.
Oh, gosh.
Is
Yeah.
somebody up there?
Well, it's not Woody or Toad. I stayed silent on purpose. I
Here.
was hoping to not alert him, but it's too late for that, I guess. Whoever it was they booked.
Shit.
There's no way to catch them in the act.
I'm sorry!
That's enough, all right? Just shut it!
Aww. Sounds like Toad Jr. there. Alright, let's see what else is going on.
What kind of asshole swings a lamp at a guy?
The woodsman is who does it. Yeah, can still see the blood splatters from our altercation the previous day. Everything is disordered just like it was, based on where we threw the woodsman during the fight, so I think that's a neat little touch.
I don't even remember half of this shit.
Well, you were super tired and in a fight at the time. Yeah, I do read that people in fights sometimes have trouble remembering the intimate details of it. Some things they can remember very well and not others. Anyway.
Should probably get that fixed.
Yeah, you get the sense that Toad isn't exactly the best landlord. Although this place does look worse during the day, I'll say that. I hope he wasn't charging the woodsman much. Although I guess Woody probably didn't have too much to pay anyway.
Woodsman never did much reading anyway.
It'd be interesting to know what that book was, but I can't seem to get it. Well, that's all that there is in the apartment here. So there is a real benefit to picking Toad's place as opposed to Lawrence's, and I'll just tell you that right now. Whoever was here rooting through the stuff, if we had gone to Lawrence's apartment, would have had a chance to interrogate Toad more and actually would have beat on Toad Jr. a little bit. So it seems like he's doing bad now.
His son?
Toad's? I think.
Be nice in there, okay?
I am nice. This is my nice run. Still no reason to give him a chance to hide anything. Let's go see what we can find.
Bigby! And Miss White! Surely you didn't come all this way just for my bother? Sorry, Bigby. It's embarrassing to have to admit, but I thought there was someone else in Woody's place. There wasn't, though. Not when I checked. Nothing but a leaky drain pipe. Imagination must have got the best of me. So,
Toad's hiding
false
something.
alarm. Sorry for dragging Miss White into this, but thanks for coming. Much appreciated.
There was someone, but they took off when we got here.
Is that right? I guess your dad's ears have a year or two left. Haven't gone totally to the dogs, eh?
Uh-huh. Toad, you're not very good at this.
Are you alright?
He's fine, Miss White. Just stung his little toe. Better swimmer than walker, just like his dad.
Wanna...
So, I guess you'll be taking off now. No need to hang around here anymore. I mean,
Man,
I'm
Toad
sorry
is-
you came all the way here for nothing. But it was nothing, really.
Somebody was in your building. This is for your own safety, Toad. You called us, remember?
Yeah, I know, and I appreciate it, mate, but...
It's fine. Relax. We'll be out of here in a minute. I just want to check things out first.
All right. I just don't want to waste your time, is all.
Man.
Have a seat. Have a cup of tea. Whatever you like.
Phew. Grown-ups. Am I right? Hey, you know what? Flycatcher said you had a pretty awesome insect collection. I'd really love to see it. Is it in your room?
It has a weevil.
Cool.
Aww. Toad Jr.
Just mind the upholstery while you're looking for nothing.
Yeah, sure thing.
Snow's pretty good with kids, and she's a valuable asset to have along on this. I like that there's a real purpose for her being there. Okay, so this is our first big investigation scene. I guess, kind of, technically, the one where we looked at Faith's head was sort of an investigation. But this is the first one where it's really important that we put the clues and the pieces together. And I really appreciate how they did this. It's really fun to me to do, so let's go on a guided tour of Toad's apartment and see what the dude's hiding.
Your lock's busted.
Huh?
The lock. It looks like somebody kicked in the door.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, a fucking lock's been busted for weeks, mate. Right, it's just like everything else in this bloody building.
Okay. Not true, but we can't prove it. They do such a good job of making Toad still look scared, but still kind of slimy and indignant. Like he's not just abjectly afraid. He's kind of got this edge of anger to him. I really like how that's done. Smashed lamp.
And the lamp's broke, too.
Fucking hell. Damn thing must have fell off a table.
Uh-huh. The lamp just fell off the table.
You know, with this place, it's like living on a foundation of termites, it is. All so cheap it's a wonder it stays standing as long as it does.
Notice how he reaches for his little petty squabbles that he has with people. Now, we can bug Snow, but there's not really a reason to. We don't get much info out of her. She's just kind of keeping Toad Jr. calm while we're looking around the apartment, which I do appreciate. Likewise, Toad is just hiding stuff, so I don't think we'll talk to him for now. Now, what's this over here?
Move something?
What do you mean?
There's a clean space in the dust over here.
Oh, maybe one of Junior's toys or something? I mean, who knows?
Now, see, because we looked at things in the right order, we can start to put the pieces together. The game helps you out here. It won't always show you
If
those
you're
camera
gonna say
angles.
something, out with it.
Look how nervous he is. He knows we're onto
Broken
it.
lamp used to be here, right? Just tell me what happened.
Nothing happened, mate. Nothing! And why did the lamp have to be there, of all the blooming pointless inquiries? It's my own place. Don't you think I'll know what happens in it?
Because it wasn't on that table, Toad. There isn't any room in the electric outlets.
Huh?
Mhm.
What are you...
It's plugged in over here, and now it's there.
I did some refiguring. Who fucking cares?
And to not plug it in? Come on, Toad.
I just hadn't gotten around to it yet. You see how many damn plugs there are?
He's pretty good at hiding this stuff. But we are a little bit better at investigation. So that was a cool little thing that you can notice. Again, it's really satisfying to me. I like these mystery type games. Alright, let's see what else we got.
I'm sure Junior's mocked the walls up as well with the gunk those toys carry.
You bleeding?
Why? Is that...
It's blood. Still fresh.
Oh, well, I cut me hand. Ran around like a tit trying to pick out a wrap. Must have got some on the furnishments.
Cut your hand, huh?
Painful.
Oi, don't you go mother-henning now. The wound didn't sit very long, you know. Perks of being a fable, I suppose. And a frog.
And he is really dedicated to this lie. Here we go. Can't look at any of that, but we got a poker here on the ground. And sure enough, blood on the end of it.
There's more blood over here.
On the poker?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, well, that's how it happened, didn't it? I was poking the coals and it slipped a bit. Sliced up in my foot like a seashell. Looked like a shit ugly thing.
Now, if you're paying
Okay,
attention...
Sheriff, now what?
I thought he cut his hand, and that was the problem.
You dropped it on your foot? You told me before that you cut your hand.
Yeah, no, I did cut my hand. I cut my hand first, and that made me drop the damn thing on my foot. Ruinous flip of events, really.
I really like how Bigby is, like, organically figuring this out.
Oh my God, will you not make a big faff out of this? There's nothing to solve here, Sheriff. I'm telling you everything that happened. Why don't you believe me?
As you get the clues,
mean,
you can really see
things
him putting it
happen,
together.
No
He was
crime,
attacked.
Little accident.
This apartment's a goddamn mess, Toad. Looks like after a struggle or a fight. And I don't know why you'd cover for it. But I know
That's
you're
the
lying
question.
about something.
But I'm not.
And you're just gonna make it worse for yourself the longer you keep up the act.
I'm not bullshitting you. Honest.
We'll see.
He's not good at lying, but he's extremely persistent, which is creepy because of how complaining and annoying Toad usually is. I mean, he's got to be powerfully incentivized to cover for somebody for some reason. Let's see what we got here. Scrape marks.
What is it now? If it's blood, you know what happened.
No, there's marks here on the windowsill. And what's that about?
No real reason. Just last night, when I'd come out, I was in a downright dizzy, mate, as you would be. And I plumb forgot the keys to this place. And I had to climb in through the
keys.
bloody window.
Really?
Scared Junior off to death.
But why would it matter if he forgot the keys? Because the lock's busted, and Toad said it had been busted
You
for
heard
weeks.
the new Shakin' Stevens album yet?
I actually haven't got that dialogue option when I played through before. They really do a great job with the organic dialogue, depending on what order you look at the clues in. It's cool how he puts it together.
Keys, since the lock's broken, so why'd you climb in through the window?
Third lie.
Why'd you climb in through the window? You said it yourself. The lock's been rotten for weeks. You wouldn't have needed a key to get in.
Fucking hell. Just what are you on about, mate? After the state I was in, I didn't have me head, that's all it was. I forgot the fucking handle was fucking busted. And I'll tell you
Nope.
what else. It's embarrassing you bringing all this shit up, all right? So quit it with a third degree and all that. Bigby, come on, I'm begging for mercy over here, old boy. I was looking forward to a nice afternoon. Just me and me son, and you've taken up enough of a day with all this sniffing around at me private belongings. I'm sorry I called, really I am. But will you please just bugger off?
Not yet.
Not yet? No one fought anyone, Bigby. There wasn't any scrap. So when? When are you gonna leave? I mean, I feel like I'm on trial here. In my own bloody home. It's not
Gotta
seemly.
tell me the truth.
When you start telling me the truth, Toad.
But I've told you the truth, mate. Jesus Christ, what more do you want?
Now here's where we can
I'll
be
cut
mean or
me in.
nice. Obviously,
I
this is
broke
the
the lamp.
nice playthrough. And we only get this because we caught
I
him in the
forgot my
lies.
keys, so I
This is a-
climbed the sill.
This is a good investigator
Toad,
perk.
These stories have made no sense. You didn't cut yourself on the poker. You didn't forget your keys. You didn't bump the lamp off the table. You want to tell me what's going on?
She doesn't think much of me, I don't think.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Progress?
Oh,
Mr. Toad, you're bleeding.
Jig's up now, Toad.
Take off the hat.
Oof.
It was that butcher, a Tweedle, Dumody. You gotta strip them down to their johnnies before you can tell which is which. He come bulging in, screaming about something the woodsman had. Or thought he had, I don't know. He tore up the place, beat me up when I said I didn't have it. I tried to go out the window, but he pulled me back in. It's been a hard morning, I could tell you that.
You know where the
That
Tweedle
explains
went?
He
everything.
mentioned something about Prince Lawrence's. I don't know if he'd already
Uh-oh.
been there, was going there, but he said something about it. I would have told you. I wanted to, really, I did. But he said if word of this ever got back to him, if he ever thought you knew, or Miss White, he'd come back and kill my boy.
Oh,
I
gosh.
even tried to give the bastard a coat. He wouldn't take it.
Whose coat?
The girl.
Dad borrows things from people who live here.
Toad Jr.
Sometimes.
Borrows.
I don't steal nothing. Turn around here would astonish you, mate. I merely repossess what's been left behind.
Well, we'll be taking the coat now. If she has next of kin, family, anyone.
All right. Fetch him the fur. Fine bit of dress it is.
Oh, Toad. Again, I'm glad we came here first. Oh, hey!
No, I wouldn't wear it outside.
I guess. We know about this.
Wait,
Oh, what's here?
it's an envelope.
Fucking hell, of course there is. For my luck, it's a map to some bloody doubloons.
It's addressed to Prince Lawrence. Do you want to try and give it to him, or...?
Nope, I'm gonna read it.
Don't make it a dilemma.
Whatever,
I'm
Lawrence.
sorry. Faith,
What could she have been sorry for?
I don't know. But maybe Lawrence does.
Yeah, time to go check that out.
Well, it's been quite a surprising day for all of us, hasn't it? I'd see you out, but I'm afraid of dripping any more blood in the place.
It was very nice talking to you, TJ.
Thanks. See ya.
So again, this just shows that we're willing to respond to Toad when he has a problem. We're willing to help protect him. We cut off the Tweedles before they could finish searching here. Maybe they would have got that letter. Maybe they would have got the donkey skin, although they didn't seem to want it. But they also said they're going to Lawrence's.
Does it always go that smoothly?
Not often.
So, the princes now?
Just 'cause of
Lawrence is-
us.
Yeah. It's our best lead.
Our only lead, really.
Yep.
When you put it that way.
You know, he already looked like he was in bad shape, so hopefully the Tweedles won't mess with him too badly. This is
I don't
still
wanna
not a
stay
great
here
place.
any longer than we have to, so let's just pick an approach and stick to it, okay?
Sure.
Just humor me.
When the magic mirror showed me this apartment, I think I saw a knife inside, covered in what looked like blood.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, let's not overcomplicate things. You can question him while I look around for it.
And if he objects,
We're here on official Fabletown business, and we can be persuasive if necessary. Or you can.
Well, listen to that. Sounds like Snow is sort of authorizing violence there. Well, alright, let's see what we got. So incidentally, when I said I'm going to do a good playthrough for Big B, if we're talking about like D&D types, I'm going to go for basically neutral good, which is to say there are sections in this game when you can privilege order or individuality, and I'm going to essentially do what I think to be the best ending for every character, regardless of whether that's privileging law or not law. We'll
just
see that
peep
more.
into someone's house. Check if he's home.
I just said we saw a tiny little peep of that here, maybe, because Snow, who is the representative of law and order, seemed to be advocating some kind of violence. Anyway, Couldn't really see much. Not really a nice place. Even Woody's place didn't stink badly. Uh-oh. Ugh. We might have been too late originally, but it sure looks like we're too late now.
Oh my god.
Hey, you're gonna be okay. Just...
No! Let me go.
What is it that you're telling us? Bigby, water. Kitchen.
So he's still barely clinging to life, and this is just showing how resilient Fables are. This guy's clearly been through a lot.
Did you find it yet?
It sounds like somebody was making some plans. Sounds like Faith is making some plans to take off. Who knows why she wouldn't have delivered that letter to him that she had. Anyway, here's that water. Oh, poor guy.
If you have something to ask him, you should do it now.
Is
All right.
this about Faith?
Faith.
Oh, that wasn't very informative.
Do you still have that letter?
Yes.
It's only 2 words, but he died without seeing them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Lawrence.
We need to figure out what happened here and find whoever did this.
No kidding. It could have been self-inflicted, I suppose. We saw him with the bloody knife already, although maybe the Tweedles had already been here, Tweedledee or Dumb. Or maybe they came after when we were at Toad's and did this. Either way, there's a lot to look at. Sheesh. He clearly hadn't been taking care of himself for some time. What do we got here?
What is it?
This gun wasn't fired recently. Maybe a week ago. Or more.
An unused gun, or one that hadn't been fired in a while.
Fingerprints?
They'll be on the grip and the trigger.
What do we got here? Is that a shell casing? But the thing
Matches
hadn't
the
been
caliber
fired.
of the gun on the floor.
Oh, look at this. Did he shoot himself and then sit here for a week? Oh my goodness.
What are they?
Prescription sleeping pills.
That doesn't really help.
Just checking. Sorry. Obviously, he'd been mixing prescription sleeping pills with alcohol, which is never a good option.
It's sharp. There's blood on the blade.
Is that the same knife you saw in the mirror?
Yeah. I don't know why it's over here.
Yeah, it's
I
much
just
farther
don't
away
understand. Why would someone want to kill him?
Yeah, that doesn't look self-inflicted. It's an interesting splatter pattern.
Strange. Hard edge to this pool, like something was here and got moved.
Something in the closet?
Still a little sticky.
So this is fresh. This can't have been... If he shot himself a week ago, this sure isn't that same blood. Oh, it's a rolled-away bed, see? That's what would cause the hard edge.
Son of a...
What's this note?
It stuck to the bed a little. My dearest Faith, I never meant to hurt you, and I cannot endure knowing that I have. This was for the best. I'll see you again. Love, your devoted Lawrence.
So Faith had turned to prostitution, and Lawrence
Hopefully they're
killed
together
himself.
now.
About all we can
Yeah.
hope for at this point.
Presumably out of guilt for that, or maybe he did something else to hurt her. It's hard to say which. Both of them obviously fairly dramatic. I guess we don't know that Faith was. Still, you always have to believe that things could have been worked on somehow.
When do you think that was taken?
Before all this,
Yeah, they look happy. Could have been back in their homeland, although they're dressed sort of modern for that.
bullet passed through the chair. Yeah, the angle works if he shot himself.
Oof. So now we've got the bullet as well, so we've got plenty of evidence from the place. And I think we have a pretty good theory as to what happened. Well, if this had all been true, he may well have been dead when we first saw him in the mirror, so maybe
Secondhand
Toads was the right
paperbacks.
choice.
Old encyclopedias.
More there to look good than anything else, I'd guess.
Dusty. No one's read these in a while.
It supports that. And we already saw this from earlier. And signed with an F, so I guess that's for Faith. So she was taking off. Interesting that when she talked to us, she said she wasn't going to be prostituting for much more, or she said she wasn't going to be doing this for much more. So if she had just left Lawrence, I wonder what she was intending. Anything we missed down here? I don't think so. Well, there's that. Let's see what else we're missing. It's kind of macabre having that on. Oh, what's in the closet? Oh! Oh
Stay
gosh.
here.
No!
That kind of looked like the guy who was in Toad's apartment. At a guess, I'd say that's a Tweedle.
Hey! Stop!
Oh, he's bloody.
Leave me alone!
Another action section. This one's a bit harder than the first fight. The reaction times are quicker. I'd say he closed the door. Look, you can still see the three swinging. Sure enough. You can totally fail this, by the way. But not us, not after what we just saw. Gets around pretty well for such a big guy. You can hear him bowling through the top alley there. Got him.
Hey!
Ease up, Bigby. We're on the same side here.
You son of a bitch. Make me run after you. Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
Listen, man. I'm a private investigator.
Uh-huh.
A man's dead.
I know how it looks, but I had nothing to do with that.
Bullshit. You're covered in blood.
Look, I was just asking him about the girl, that's all. When I mentioned her being dead, he freaked out. I figured someone had told him. How was I supposed to know?
It's not the best way to find out.
Fucker shot himself right in front of me. I couldn't stop him, man. You're looking for the woodsman, right? I know where he is. My guy says he's holed up at the Trip Trap. We can go over there right now, the both of us. My employer's looking to ask him a few questions, too.
Yeah, employer. Who is the employer?
Who's your employer?
I can't tell you that. It's confidential. Sorry. Sure you understand.
What a creep.
Can't say that I do. Come on. You're coming with me.
Good.
This could have been easy.
Ah, don't worry. It still is. Come on.
Dumb.
Dumb? Yeah, it is. Look, it'd be much easier for you
No, I'm D. He's dumb.
Oops. Oof. And that's that. See you next time, everybody.